Welcome to spring. I'm so excited. Um, I only have a couple subscribers, as you see on here, and that's fine. Everybody has to start somewhere. I honestly really do love doing readings, and sometimes I get caught up with my own stuff, personal readings, and other stuff that I do, like the moon water and all that stuff. Those sprays really do work, and I use essential oils really work too. Um, and using all that energy with crystals and other things like that, because the essential oils are herbs and some of them are blends. So doing all this stuff, I get kind of busy, and then also being a mom, I get busy as well. So just so you know, I'm a person just like you. But let's see what's coming in with the Rider Waite. That's what we're going to do today. If I was going to do the astrology, I was like, no, we're going to do this. So, what is coming in for the spring, which I think is actually considered really the new year? Queen of Cups in reverse. She kind of came towards you. Okay. The moon is going into Scorpio. If it may already be in Scorpio, I know it's transitioning. I don't know the exact time. I was just listening to a podcast about astrology. I've been learning more and more. What's up with this Queen of Cups in reverse? Can you please give me some information about this Queen of Cups in reverse? Chariot. Upright and Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So like I said, unless astrology really points out, I do talk about the energies, but I am picking up a little bit just right off the bat some heavy Cancer energy. I know I said the moon's going into Scorpio. Look into your Cancer placements. I would suggest even if you're a Cancer sun, look into more, because there's more about that. You could have more Cancer placements. If you're not a Cancer, you could have Cancer placements. But it seems like there is something going on with there's emotionally there's not alignment with emotions right now at this current time. Spirit is pushing this forward, stability. So what I'm picking up, because I don't want this to sound anybody get upset with themselves, because anybody needs a crown or award for negative self-talk, that could have been me, you know. But this is what I'm getting, is a lot of emotional immaturity, kind of playing the victim, kind of like sometimes, people cry to get a reaction. And then right there, I just got a ting about reaction. It's about your reaction to your emotions. And with the Chariot, action. And the Knight is about action. Okay. So you are working on, whether you're a man or woman, your feminine emotions, your deep-rooted, seated emotions, especially with Cancer here. Cancer represents the Chariot with the moon. If the moon came out too, I would say kind of almost the same thing, but it would be more about delusions. This is like the deep, hidden emotions. The sensitivity. I kind of almost, if Lilith can almost go like in with the moon, because Lilith is like the dark feminine. I'm also picking up the light and the light and the dark feminine energy with the moon. New moon, full moon, it comes full circle. You are working on your emotions with yourself. Yeah, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Yeah, so the first four is the fourth house. Because you want to be able to talk to people. You want to be able to have better relationships, and you want to stabilize. You want something grounded. You want stable action, though. It's not like you just want whatever action. You want something that's going to be stable. Yeah, I do feel that you're kind of like, okay, I go with the flow. I'm kind of going with the flow right now. I do want something, though, that's stable. It's like, You know, you're walking your dog and you want your leash and the collar to be stable. Because say I'm picturing myself like out in the like park or kind of like in the woods with other people or animals around. You want that leash and that collar to be firm, but the road could be windy. All right. So it's like you want the stability to be there no matter what direction you're headed. You want it to be stable. If that makes sense? If that doesn't make sense, let me know. Because I am okay. Because a lot of times I do, like when I do one-on-ones, I get more impersonal like this. So I thought I'll do a little bit more personal. I just may do less cards when I do my collectives. We'll see. Adaptability. And what you're going towards, all this action, is divine union. And if you follow me, you'll see that if you have divine union with your masculine and feminine energy within yourself, you will have unity within another person. 1111 could be a number 4, also could be a number for stability. 4-1. So you are calling in your divine counterpart. You are calling in what is meant for you. You have the mental clarity behind this, behind it. You have the mental clarity. Now I'm wondering if this person is watching you, or if they already know you, or if there's somebody that is, or if this is just union within yourself. Let's get some clarification on that. Thank you. Boop. Oh, shout. Why'd you do that to me? High Priestess, you already know. It's yourself. And then later on, when you actually really can call, like, once you get your, like, the Queen of Cups, once you have your, we're never ever going to fully be healed. So don't ever get on that train of, you have to be perfect. No, you don't. Because the person you're going to meet is not going to be perfect either. But if you guys can talk and say, look, I messed up. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to say that. I was a jerk. I don't know. I mean, negative self-talk, I don't want to say, but at least they're talking. They're aware. You know, that's what I'm saying. So even if somebody is not fully healed and they're like, I'm such a jerk, I'm so sorry. You know, that right there, you could see healing in that with the negative self-talk. At least they are aware of it. But if that's something that's not for you, then that's not for you. If you don't want somebody that has negative self-talk, then that's something that's for you to decide. Your intuition, your High Priestess mode. You already know. There's some toxicity. I'm picking up a couple things here. You like the toxic. It's fun. It's exciting. But think about when everything's said and done. How do you feel afterwards? So we have the Chariot with the white and black. And we have the High Priestess with the white and black. And then we have here with a little bit of white on the swings, but then all black. So, you're calling divine union within yourself. There's some toxicity that you already know about and you're holding on to. I get some more clarification. 3 wands. Bottom of the deck energy, just write this right here. This is about you. So this is you calling in divine union within yourself, and then you will have union with somebody else. So don't ever focus on being with somebody or having to have someone fill your cup, because that's always going to lead you back to having to pick up the pieces yourself, having to do it all over again, having to start from scratch. 3 wands. You're going to have to get rid of everything, walk away, and go back and do it over. And it's like, how many times do you really want to do a do-over? And that's up to you, because I'm not trying to judge. I'm just saying from my personal experience and my perception, I had enough a long time ago, and I should have called it quits then, and I didn't. But we all make mistakes, and that's okay. I had to stop beating myself up about that. take a deep breath. And now I know that I shouldn't do those things to where it's like, oh, it's okay. They're just, they had a bad day today. Somebody just passed away in their family. Which I know I understand that does make a difference on people. But that doesn't give people an excuse to treat you like crap. Because I've had it to where I've gotten upset. And I have been mean to people. And I've had to say things. And sometimes I just ignore it. Now, what I actually do is, even if I go off on somebody, and even if they deserve it, and I'm telling you now, myself, even if I feel that they really truly deserve that, if I feel that what the energy was not correct, I will say to them the way I said it. This happened months ago. It was one person. I was like, I'm sorry what I said, but I needed to say that. I didn't mean to say it the way I said it. I didn't mean to get so angry, because I wasn't super angry. You could tell in my voice that I was kind of heated and ticked like that. So I was like, I'm sorry about that. I still mean everything that I said. It's just the way that I said it and how I did it is not what I want to bring. That's not the type of person I want to be. That's not how, because if that's how I treat others, that's how others treat me. So if you want to be treated well, you want to treat others well as well. So that's just kind of an example. Also with emotional, if you're wanting somebody to fill your cup, or you use emotions, that's what I'm picking up again. Using your emotions to make people feel sorry for you, and it could even be unintentional. But with the High Priestess coming up, right, I think you do know what you're doing. Playing that game. Don't do that. Ask yourself why you do that. I do not have my coaching degree. I am looking into getting my life coaching degree because I've had a lot of therapy, and I want to be I would like to be a therapist. It's a lot more schooling. But I do want to get, let's say, if you want to talk to me about that stuff, you can talk to me. I've done DBT, I've graduated, I've done a lot of therapy. I don't have a degree, but I would just do it as like a regular session. With some tarot, that's what I do in my sessions anyways. Sometimes there's been people where we just did a couple cards, and mostly it was just a whole bunch of shadow work. This is what we did with the session. So if you ever do have questions about that, let me know. Alright, so now we're going on to the next part. No, we're at 12, almost 13 minutes. And then when we get to the bottom of this deck, we're going to be done. The Empress has been deceived. The Empress has been heartbroken. The Empress has been treated not like an Empress. And that is you. That is you. And I'm going to tell you this. Part of it is your own doing. Even if we didn't abuse ourselves, sometimes not everybody allows it to happen, but I have allowed it to happen. I thought I deserved it. I thought I deserved to be treated like crap. Yeah, I really did. I truly did. For a little bit there. Really. A little bit, a couple years. I really truly did think that I deserved it. That nobody else would ever want, and I'll tell you, nobody else would ever want to be with me, that I'm not pretty enough, that I'm not smart enough, or that I'm not this enough, or whatever the case. Even like I sweat on my face, and I sweat too much, like the littlest stupidest things. Like my smile is kind of crooked, my teeth, but then I thought to myself, you know what, now I can say my teeth are real. Even if they are a little yellow, which actually, if they're actually completely white, that's not healthy. They should have a tint of yellow. That's health. Got a little health lesson in here. The Empress is not treated right. You do know your worth. Do they? I don't know. Come on. You're working too hard on some things and not working hard enough on others. It's like you get to a point and you're like, okay, I got it. And then then you get triggered again. You're like, and then it almost resurfaces, not fully. That's healing. Okay. So just know you're actually doing the right thing. That's exactly how it works. It's not going to just vanish in one day. You're healing, and then you heal that, and you're like, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to, let people walk over me, or I'm not going to give people 50 million chances. And then you realize that you gave somebody a couple chances, or you had a feeling something was off, but you still gave them the benefit of the doubt. And you're like, I thought I figured that out. I thought I went through that. I thought I healed that. No, you did. And you got triggered again because there's more to it that you didn't know. And that's okay. Accept it for what it is. Don't work so hard, because I feel like you're working so hard to like find the answers. You're really not going to find the answers until sometimes you interact with people. And that's the truth. Like, you're not going to really know that you have a trigger sometimes until you're triggered. Like, you're not, like, say, like, for sometimes with me, like, I had a hard time even going to the store for the longest time. I used to be on a lot of medications and stuff. I had heart problems, and my anxiety still, I have a little bit of anxiety, but I couldn't even go to the store at all, period. Nothing. Like, it terrified the crap out of me, and I got to a point where I wasn't going to do that to myself. And if I kept trying so hard to figure it out, it's like I had to get triggered to figure out why I got triggered. Why did I get triggered? Why did all that happen? And it's all a process. And if I didn't go through all that, I wouldn't know what I know now, and I wouldn't be able to be here to help people. I am a Taurus sun. Hierophant. Okay, so even if you don't come to me for readings or help or therapy or shadow worker or life coach, anything like that, go to a public figure. Hierophant. Go to somebody that can help you. Find somebody that can give you some spiritual wisdom. I'm also picking up community. Find something to where you can get yourself help. Because we all are people. And if anybody tells you that don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, ask yourself, how does that make you feel? Because I feel like there's so many people trying to say this, do that, and that's like, it's like, nobody's going to be perfect. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Wands upright. If you keep listening to these people, you'll lose your independence, and all you'll be doing is holding up your guard. And your arms are going to get tired of having to defend yourself. So drop it. Alright, what's coming in? Does that want to come? No? You do? Okay. Now, with this coming out, I think the reason that you had, but the Queen of Cups, yep, gonna clear it. So, with the Queen of Cups in reverse, what happened was, even with the Hierophant, you had a higher level of commitment with somebody. You lost your independence, and now that's why you have your guard up. You have blocked this person. They want to communicate because the Wheel of Fortune's not turning in their favor. And the main reason I'm picking this up is because this is what catapulted you into this healing process. Again, we don't know what we need to heal from until we heal from it. Sometimes we have to be in a really intense, crazy relationship to understand what love is, or to know if that's the type of commitment that we want, or if that's the type of relationship with the person we want. Whatever it is. What's coming in? Woo, that's a lot. Okay, Six of Pentacles was in reverse. I'm not going to even take it because I know it's talking about the other person. Yeah, this is the person that juggled you. It did it pretty well for a while. So it started to come off. Yep, they're going to talk about that. Apparently, this is what you need to heal from. It's like, why do they keep talking about it? Because this is what you need to heal from. So you can catapult yourself, like Aries does, into spring. Sorry, I'm thinking, I know, but I'm also thinking like Sagittarius, the archer. That's what I was thinking. You didn't have courage. You had to gain courage. You lost your independence. They don't have courage. What else are you going to say? Temperance in reverse. I'm not taking all that. Yeah, Temperance in reverse, Ten of Pentacles upright, Ace of Cups upright, and then Two of Cups in reverse. So there was a love offer from the divine, but the connection was off. That's why this connection doesn't... Okay, what's coming in? Justice. You were getting your justice for this. The justice, though, is you're going to have to really put in the work. You're going to really have to work on your emotions and the wounds, because you cannot bring those into your new relationship. That's why this is coming up, because you're coming into dropping that burden. Ah! Okay, Ten of Wands in reverse. So dropping that burden, that's what this is about. Going into spring is dropping that burden, learning your worth, learning how to express yourself and love yourself, and know that it's okay to love people. And it's not your fault for loving the wrong person. What could be your fault is changing yourself and holding yourself back and doing things that are not right for you. That would be something that would be, I guess, your fault, is if you don't heal. So just understand things happen to for us, not to us. And heal from this connection, because it looks like you are working on yourself. You're calling union within you, and what naturally happens is you get a divine connection. And this has kind of been coming out for a couple months. So, divine time, always at play. Take care of yourself. Do what you can. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.